An NRA convention attendee was brutally fact-checked on video, completely disproven in real time, and still says, well, I still believe the same thing. This is an incredible, epistemologically instructive event. This is from our friends over at The Good Liars, who are doing such good work. The Good Liars are Davram Stiefler and Jason Selvig. This is a great example about how confronting people with facts is useless in the face of their worldview and their pre-existing notions. If the facts support their conclusion, they'll use the facts. If the facts contradict their conclusion, they'll ignore the facts or say the facts don't matter or that it's fake news or whatever. Check this out. This is just unbelievable.
More people and more crime is committed and more people are killed with hammers every year than guns. Look at the facts.
I will look that up. I don't think that's true, actually.
That is true.
In the United States, though?
Yes, sir. That is true. Look it up. It's on. You can Google it. It's true. It's actually true.
So the number of murder victims and the weapons used. Okay, number one, handguns, 8,029. Number two, firearms, type not stated, 4,863. Number three, knives or cutting instruments, personal weapons, fists, feet. Then rifles at 455. Then blunt objects, clubs, hammers, 393. So the 300, the hammers, that stat is just wrong.
Back to your question, Second Amendment is still my right and it's still important to me.
Notice how confident this guy is in something that is not only obviously wrong, but verifiably wrong and verified to his face. And notice how quickly he abandons it as instructive and informative to his opinion. Going in, part of his support for firearms was hammers are much more deadly. He's then shown hammers are not much more deadly. The fact is completely debunked, but now his opinion is no longer based on that. Now it's in the Second Amendment and that's it. So the format of this, if we wanted to kind of boil this down to a kind of fundamental logic, the format is, here's something I made up that supports my conclusion. Well, but that thing isn't true. You just invented that and it's wrong. And then, yes, but it actually doesn't matter and I still believe the same thing because it didn't really make a difference to my opinion. Oh, okay. By the way, think about hammers for a second, okay? Imagine that we took away all the hammers, all right? Wouldn't deaths from hammers go down? They almost certainly would, but people might replace the hammer with something else like a gun. Well, if those looking to kill people with hammers instead get a gun, they'll probably be able to kill more people. Do any of us disagree with that? No, the gun is much more deadly than the hammer. Well, then why isn't the opposite true, right? If we take away the guns, wouldn't deaths from guns go down? And they would say, yeah, but they might get something else like a hammer. Well, you're going to kill way fewer people with a hammer than with a gun. It's sort of like the logic is accepted by almost everyone when you go hammer to gun. If you hand someone a hammer versus a gun, who are they most likely to be? How many people are they most likely to be able to kill? People accept it going one direction, but when you say, well, if the mass shooters all had swords, wouldn't they kill fewer people? No, they'd still figure out a way to kill just as many people because the guns aren't really a factor. What? That doesn't make any sense. Makes no sense at all. So an incredibly instructive moment. Remember, the facts only matter if they are convenient. And if they aren't convenient, they no longer matter. We'll have this clip on our Instagram page, which you can find at David Pakman Show. One of our longtime sponsors is Vincero Collective. If you don't know Vincero yet, it's the place to go for quality watches, sunglasses, and more. Serious style, undeniable quality, and total versatility put Vincero really at the top of the game, and their newest watch release is no exception. It's the Argo Automatic. It spotlights everything I love about Vincero. I got the Argo Automatic in frost white. This is a dive watch, which is, of course, a staple in the watch world, but I really think Vincero found a way to make this one stand out. I love the gradient blue accent of the hour markers against the solid white face. I really love all of their watches, and I own a bunch, but the Argo is probably my favorite so far. Vincero sunglasses and jewelry and other accessories are awesome too. An excellent way to elevate any outfit. Vincero Collective is giving my audience 15% off all products and free shipping. Go to vincerocollective.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman. The link is down below.